So this one is shimeji mushroom.
Mushrooms, mushrooms, mushrooms. These wildly delicious and deadly fungi guys can be found almost anywhere in the great Northwest. Fungi are neither plants nor animals and are the most underappreciated kingdom of the natural world. Mount Hood National Forest and Falls Creek Waterfalls in Washington are terrific places to hunt for fungi in the fall, other than, of course, in your own backyard. However, we didn't harvest them with Roxy, our co-producer. They were merely photographed, and we enjoyed the miniature world at our feet on the forest floor. We didn't worry about science. We just enjoyed the fabulous beauty of fungi. The natural breeding grounds for fungi, guys and gals, are found in dead logs, dying trees, and leaf litter. Did we mention that the fungi world is illustrated with the colors of the rainbow? Well, yes, they are. They can grow in the shape of circles, triangles, squares, hexagons, spheres, cones, pyramids, and many irregular forms. With mushrooms, your sense of smell becomes acute. Some aromas can be non-existent, while others perfume the air with their sweet earthly musk, or can turn up the nose with a pungent foul odor. While kids say the darndest things, here are some thoughts from a 5th grade class as they explore mushrooms.
My first impression on mushrooms are this weird plump thing that's coming out of the ground. And it just, every time I look at it, I think of an alien life form that's all slimy and gross and stuff. It's just really, I don't like mushrooms that much.
We always had mushrooms growing in our backyard and front yard and everywhere. Like, we always had to pick them out and throw them away and stuff. But we never took the mushrooms because we always knew that some mushrooms were deadly and they could kill you, so we never ever picked them or cooked them or ate them.
Mushrooms I always see a lot when I'm walking around, and my mom always tells me that those can be deadly and stuff, and of course I know that. And the ones that you can get at grocery stores are, of course, edible.
If you want to pick some mushrooms, you should go actually ask somebody who really knows a lot about mushrooms, because like you don't want to die.
The most important thing is to be careful while hunting wild mushrooms. Some of these, like the appropriately named death cap, are toxic and are responsible for more than half of all mushroom-related fatalities. Fungi are one of the most important groups of organisms on the planet. While being largely hidden, they are easy to overlook. They are important in an enormous variety of ways. Without fungi, we wouldn't have the following: recycling. Fungi returns dead material to the soil. They are master decomposers that keep our forests alive. Without fungi to aid in decomposition, all life in the forest would soon be buried under a mountain of dead plant matter. Here are facts about fungi. Fungi provide medicines, such as penicillin, and food, such as cheeses, beer, wine, bread, and some cakes. But they can also wreak havoc by causing plant and animal diseases. At least 350 species of fungi are consumed as foods, including truffles, which can sell for thousands of dollars.
One of my favorite things about mushrooms is how good they taste in like gravy or something. Because my mom always uses mushrooms to make gravy. And the first time I think I ever had mushrooms was on pizza. And they weren't my favorite, but when I had them not on pizza, they were pretty good.
Personally, I do not like mushrooms. I think they kind of taste like meat.
Most people think it's like, ugh, so disgusting, but I feel that they're actually pretty good.
The first taste was not that bad, but then it came to me that it tasted terrible. But I also think they're kind of cool, just the fact that they look so weird and different. I still hunt for mushrooms. I think that they're just like beautiful. I like them. I like it when I find them. It's always pleasant. It's a nice experience.
Fungi's helpful role in recycling organic material can also be negative, as many foods can become moldy and result in large losses of stored food. There are 216 species of fungi that are thought to be hallucinogenic. A fungus has been discovered that is capable of breaking down plastics in weeks rather than years. Fungi are all around us, in the soil, in and on our bodies, and the air, which, however, are often too small to be seen with the naked eye.
I found a couple facts about them. I found that there's this one type of mushroom that tastes exactly like fried chicken. And there are over 75 species of glow-in-the-dark mushrooms. Mushrooms can contain up to 90% of water. Some people use them as dye. Egyptians consider them a plant of immortality, and they also contain some vitamin D.
Dr. Oliver Ellingham said, "Fungi is a whole other kingdom, equal if not greater in diversity than both the plant and animal kingdoms." But enough talk of the fungi world. Let's eat. Just staying on the subject of mushrooms for all this time, it's so much better to be eating mushrooms. And with me is Sarah Jansala, who is
Hi.
going to make
We're gonna make mushroom salad, or we call namtuk mushroom in Thailand.
And so, what is it that we have here?
So we have the shimeji mushroom, and we have the baby bella or cremini mushroom. Those two that we're gonna use today. So this one is shimeji mushroom. It's look like this, long stem. And I have the second one, look like button mushroom, but it's the baby bell mushroom or cremini.
It's actually the bigger brother of a button mushroom,
Right, right.
and it's the younger brother for a portobello.
Portobello, yeah,
Right.
correct.
And they're basically, these are Italian mushrooms, and these are Japanese mushrooms,
Japanese
correct?
mushroom,
Japanese.
correct, yeah.
Yes.
So we're just gonna chop this part out. Yeah. Then we're gonna have to chop this part. And then just like split it out. Spread it out like that.
And basically, what do you do to the cremini? You just take off the stem?
Yeah, we just take this part off and then you just cut it like
Okay.
in the size that you need. So I just cut in a quarter. So just take this part out. I think it's pre-washed. You just take this part out.
And to clean these, what do you actually do before you got them? Because they are clean and ready to use,
Right,
correct?
right. You can rinse it real quick in water, but not leave it too long because it's gonna soak and absorb all the water
Right,
inside.
right.
Yeah. Okay. Just gonna cut in 4. Then the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna make the sauce. So we have all the ingredient, but we're just gonna mix all of them together. So I'm gonna add some soy sauce in the mixing bowl. Gonna add some sugar.
Is that brown sugar or white sugar?
It's brown sugar.
Brown sugar?
Yeah, you can use white sugar or
Okay.
any sugar you have.
All right.
Yeah, I love brown sugar. And then I'm gonna add how spicy you like?
How spicy do we like?
One.
One.
One chili. Okay, we do 1 chili. And I'll add some chili paste in there. Chili paste is not spicy. I'm just add for the color. Yeah. So this is just for the color. I'll add the key ingredient, the rice powder in there. And then we're just gonna mix it. That's
So,
all.
is the rice powder an emulsifier? Meaning that it gives it body?
Yes, yes. Give it some thickness, and it's also give you a unique smell.
I was just going to
Like you
mention,
smell it.
oh, the aroma is fabulous.
Right.
Yes.
Yes. That's a unique smell. And the last part you're gonna add is the lime.
A little bit of lime.
Yes. More lime. Lime juice is great. Yeah.
So the lime juice almost like cooks it a little bit because of the acid in there, correct?
In there, yes.
Right.
Exactly. So the main flavor will be actually salad.
Right.
Salad. So I'm just gonna combine those 2 mushrooms, and I'm gonna add a little bit of water in here, just for steaming. We're gonna have the wok turn on. Add some oil, about 1 to 2 tablespoons, and just wait for the wok to heat up. Make it really hot. My spatula here. Okay. When it's hot enough, you're just gonna add the mushroom in there. Yeah, we're just gonna cook it a little bit, just like about, I think, 1 minute. And the mushroom is soft and has some water out of the mushroom a little bit, and that is good. You don't need to leave that water off. It's the good water from the mushroom, very juicy. If you don't have the wok at home, you can use a pan too, just a regular pan. You just need to smell out the burnt smell when you cook it from the mushroom. Another way to cook the mushroom that is great too is to grill it. But this is a quick and easy way for me to to cook it. Look how nice it is. Key thing of shimachi is you cannot eat it raw.
That's correct.
And you know, all the nutrient that you have to cook it for it to actually work. You know?
And that's with most mushrooms as well.
Yeah.
You don't actually eat too many mushrooms raw.
Raw, yeah. This is very hard to digest too. Okay, now
Plus it may hurt you too.
yes. Okay, so since now we have the mushroom ready here, so we're just gonna add all the ingredient, the veggie, we add the red onion first in there.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah. And then we add the green onion. Okay. Now add the mushroom inside. Okay. This is a key one, fresh lemongrass.
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 Actually, I think it grows here in Portland. You can grow this in your backyard.
You can,
not?
yes, yes. A fresh one, all the herb stuff, and then lime leaf. This one. And then you're just gonna mix it. So, as you can see here, once we mix with all the ingredients that we have. Okay. And the last part, you're just gonna add some cilantro at the end. Cilantro is very watery, so you want to add it last. Alrighty. Okay?
Yeah, that's
You
fine.
ready?
It's perfect. Yeah. And to plate it up, to add to the salad parts, we'll just bring this over there,
Yeah.
and we can plate this up for you. And we have
Alright.
some iceberg lettuce, some cucumbers, pumpkin, and some green beans.
Yeah, green beans. Yeah.
Now, is this like a staple salad in, say, Thailand?
In Thailand, yeah. People
That
actually
smells great.
People actually eat this for like a main course too, but over here they eat as an appetizer or salad. All right, just gonna put the mushroom in here.
It just smells wonderful.
Thank you. And you can adjust the spicy by yourself. You know, well, I love spicy.
Yeah,
I may add like 5 or 6 chili in there.
Yeah, you can do it. I cannot.
Okay. All right.
Here, I'll take this.
We got this done. And the one thing that I love to add too, if you have on your backyard, is mint. Mint is very good with this salad.
Yes,
Yeah.
and mint's a really good digestive ingredient, herb.
Okay, now we're just
And-
gonna add more chili.
And
Yeah.
make sure that, can you eat the chili? I don't know.
Alright, this is what that look like when it's finished. You can't smell it, but I will tell you it smells really
It
good.
smells wonderful. Yeah.
Now we're gonna taste it.
You're right about the lime.
The lime, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Fabulous stuff. Sarah, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Our pleasure. Bon appetit.
I like mushrooms, they taste good, but the first few times I had them in like maybe a few months. I haven't had them that often, but I remember going to a Polish festival and they had pierogies with mushrooms and potatoes in them, and I thought that they were really good.
Just the sound of mushrooms is really, it doesn't have a very nice ring to it. It's like mushroom. When I first tried mushrooms, you should have seen my face. I spat them out and I was just like, ew, they're so gross and mushy. I think at first you'll probably hate mushrooms, but then later on you'll get used to them. I don't know if people have actually found like the core of a mushroom spread, but if we haven't, then that would be a good like horror movie thing. That's like a mushroom is actually like this giant monster that sleeps. And if all the mushrooms stalks get destroyed, then it like comes up and attacks something. Yeah.
I really like the appearance of them because when I'm like
walking around or hiking even sometimes. I think it's really fun to see them on like the side of like a trail or something. I just think they're really cool because they kind of have like a dome type shape sometimes, and so I think it looks really cool. And I know that some people can make really cool like sculptures out of them or like miniature houses. So I think they're cool looking, but not the best tasting.
So there you have it. What are you waiting for? Trek to the nearest woodlands and explore the wonderful world of mushrooms and discover our nature here to admire the fabulous beauty of fungi as we did with Roxy.
What the heck? What the heck?
Okay, so I said fungi,
I said fungi.
And I say fungi.
and actually it could be pronounced fungi because the I is an E. Latin derivative or Latin based, I don't know. What do you guys think?
Fungus is a singular.
Fungus?
Fungus? Yeah.
Fungus?
Fungus is good. We all agree on fungus, but
The fungi and the fungi, I don't know.
F-U-N,
So I am the
fungi.
only person. I learned from my husband. He said this fungi.
Well, we have to let everyone consider or solve it for themselves.
Yeah, yeah. I think that, yes, I agree. I concur. You know,
Let's decide if
fungus,
the kids.
fungi. The kids, I am not going to tell them. I'm going to see what they come up with. If they use that term, and then that'll be quite interesting to see how they do it. Because I have a very diverse group of kids from all over, and we'll see how they
We
do
all
it.
agree on fungus.
Fungus.
There's a fungus among us.